Impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with shit. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons, the kings, the ghouls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, other titles, you need to grow. Have you lost your mind? But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory for more. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see.
EA Sports Cup is on the air. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Now, this thing gets marked where it went out of bounds, so they're going to have really good starting field position near midfield. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Well, this defense for the Colts, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Yeah, he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he works 3. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On second down, here's Pierce. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, they had the solid field position there to start the opening drive and didn't have to really move it too far to be in range and take the 3-0 lead.
And a lot of times I think that even I look at this a little bit negatively because of where they started with the field position. Hey, they still got 3 points out of this drive. Got a little momentum going. Got things set up for the rest of the ball game. Take the 3, be happy, and move on.
Now Adams to throw. Throwing on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. O'Neal. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Rodgers on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a man open down the middle of the field, finding room at midfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hunt. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Oh, they're going to run a little power pass here. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. O'Neal. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. O'Neal. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try to
take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Colts at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, O'Neal. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. O'Neal. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 3rd and long. O'Neal. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They go play action here on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. To throw on 2nd down, Adams. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Off the bootleg. O'Neal out to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of... And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Handoff right side to Pierce. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, O'Neal. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. O'Neal. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
Adams on 1st down. That's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Adams now looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Here's Adams on 1st and 10. And he's got Pierce. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Looking to throw. Adams. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll go with the keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Colts are going to have a first and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we said, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. For the Texans TD. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one. And how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they... And now here is another interception. Derek Stingley picks it. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been a tough go for them, and it's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now Adams to throw on 2nd down. He'll dump this off to Taylor complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Adams. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now Adams to throw. Off the play fake. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
It's so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Houston, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.